why I know that YM can actually expand. That's what I did, right? So as you can see, there's surplus at the body there. Oh yeah, I think I actually entered here. Yeah, my bad. Right? Yeah, I entered there. Yeah, I entered right here. Put my surplus at the body there. So I entered right at 12 o'clock, pretty much. Right at 12. Yeah, just take the trade. Very, very nice. And then you saw me take the in Q. I forgot about this trade as well. In Q left these equal lows, so this is really nice. I left these equal lows. And when you look in this price here, you see how it already retraced? And this, you're not going to see this on the hourly time frame. You see this, we already retraced. So there's really no reason to retrace again. Like this is the retracement reversal. I want to expand now to these lows. That's why I don't need to see like an hourly gap or something. Does that make sense? Because you know you're going to create a future hourly gap here, but we didn't hit shit. Like we didn't hit anything. So like we don't really need an hourly phase of price in my opinion. And just so close, and you get the strength switch, it's like it's gonna get there, bro. It's highly likely to get there. So that's what we got here. So I'm trading the 1 minute so low in the range. So here you go. Here's that gap, and here's the strength switch, essentially right there. So that's what the execution was on. That I recorded for you guys. So I actually took 3 trades today. And yeah, that's pretty much for indices. Yesterday on Thursday, right? That's pretty much everything. It was a pretty good day, man. Yeah, yeah. And then today, my trade that I lost on, which is annoying because holy shit, that shit. I guess I just took the wrong asset here. Um, but I was trading lagging asset. There was no way for me to get in on any of this continuation stuff, and I just didn't want to get in here. I'll just show you guys. So let's go on the daily here. Show you YM. So there is an hourly gap here. You see this asset did not fill the gap. This asset did trade into the gap. So you have S&P fill simply. And you can see this first 4-hour candle closes. So now you have a C2 candle forming low of day essentially. And I just want to trade into this gap. That's all I'm trying to do. You can see the NQ already did. Already traded into the previous 4-hour high. So I'm just trying to trade YM as a lagging asset to this high. That's it. When I look inside of this previous 1-hour candle, keeping it super mechanical, what are we going to look for? A refined key level. That's what we get right here. It's going to be the first gap, the most recent gap you want to see. Right, because we want a small wick. And you're going to see that we had an SMT fill here. You have to go back in price though, because it's not showing it. So right here. So this is a strength switch that I was thinking of. So here you can see this asset was once showing weakness by not taking out this high, but then it shows strength by not taking or trading this gap. Right? We already know this is from my last YouTube video, completely the same way. So you just not think about it too hard, man. Take the trade. All your trades will look the same. Here's the opposing candle, that kind of open low pretty much. And that's what I took. And just it's a simple loss. Nothing too crazy about it. And I don't know what this was. This is quite weird. When I was trading this live, this is very fast. Price was really volatile right here. I don't know what that was, bro. An Asia session is kind of weird. Like this was super quick right here. I don't know what that was, but it ultimately actually like took me out and then went in my direction. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, that was pretty much it, dude, for that loss there. But it actually ends up working out, man. You can even see like we had a PSP here. You have a PSP here actually, it looks like. And it just ends up expanding, right? Through this high. and then all the way to here. I just was not about to stay up for that, unless I like held overnight. But this isn't like the most comfortable hold ever, um, in my opinion. It's just not the most comfortable hold ever. This is actually like a, as you can see, it's a strength PSP, and it does hold. This YM just was super choppy, right? It technically held, like this low technically held, but I mean, look at that chop, dude, really choppy. So yeah, I'm not comfortable taking um a trade here on indices up way up here when Asia expanded, and then I'm thinking of an Asia, or sorry, a London continuation. That's not really how you see price print a lot of times. You don't see all three sessions expanding like today. I mean, this is just a huge day. Like, holy shit. Um, that's just crazy. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing. I wouldn't even have taken anything today. Super decoupled, no type of resync. There's really nothing to take in New York session, like, in my opinion. Like, I'm not taking YM lower because NQ, no sign of reversal, like, at all. So there's nothing for me to take on indices today on New York session. So I think that's pretty much everything, right? Yeah, and then I just have to go over this trade here on gold. So this is a really good trade. Let's go over that real quick. And we're pretty much all caught up here. So we go over here on silver. We can definitely expect continuations because look at these highs left. So this asset expands away from this SMT down here, right? Boom, expands away. That creates our higher probable range. Did I already go over this? No, I didn't. I think I did. That creates our higher probable range, which we want to continue from, where we're going to continue from the gap, right? That's created after the Kraken correlation. That's our high probable key level to continue from this range. Um, and yeah, the fact that we left these highs up here is really good to see continuation. And as you can see, the candle that creates the gap is a PSP, right? We know that this is where we get continuation PSPs, right? And two-stage SMT fills, or which is a two-stage SMT fill, right? Kraken correlation with the candle itself, the candle 3 that creates the gap, and then a key level SMT. So you have one asset creating a C2 candle, one asset does not. Pretty simple stuff. But when we go over here to actually confirm, you get a two-stage SMT, confirming this SMT here. No, it's not on Y, it's not on silver, it's on euro, right? You can see over here, it's the same thing. This asset also is closing bullish and not trading to the gap, but then it's confirmed by the strength is PSP right here. You see that bearish candle, bullish candle, right? So, I mean, it's just the same thing on repeat, guys, regardless of the outcome. This looks extremely similar to my trade on YM, right? Pretty similar. It's SMT from the daily. We're charting a gap, or we're targeting the previous 4-hour candle, which is a gap. Looks really similar, except we're trading the C2 candle here. We're trading the reversal, not really the continuation as a lagging asset. But yeah, so if I pull up like an indicator that shows, I don't know why my indicator is always late. Actually, I have no idea why it does that. It's really weird. But here's the C2 candle. This is the PSP. And yeah, it's kind of weird that 1800 is low of day. But when you open up near that key level, right, that's when we can actually form it, right? And the fact that it's a strength switch just makes it that much high probable. If anything, even if we're like maybe we're like wrong about the direction, I'm thinking this could at least be the open high of a bearish day at the very least, right? So either way, I'm thinking this is a fine trade stake. So I'm trying to trade C3 here. Here's C2 technically, right? And all I need to see is a close above this opposing candle. There you go. Right, stop loss there, TP up here, around 3R. And there you go. It kind of gets close, kind of just messes around a little bit, but ultimately just hold your trade and you're all good, right? That's why losses, guys, they're fucking like actually irrelevant, dude. If you just take high probable trades like this, dude, like I'm telling you, you won't even notice the losses. Like seriously, You won't notice them, and if you trade the way I do personally, where you manage the way I do, like a lot of your losses are sometimes not even full losses, right? Um, or you might take a break even on a trade that completely goes against you or something like that, right? So you can add that. It's like it really doesn't matter. So yeah, this ultimately does go pretty decently. It just doesn't reach this overall draw. That is pretty freaking far away. Um, but yeah, look at New York session. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? This is really bad. I'm not even so sure there's anything. This is just not great PA at all to see. Like, even this SMT here, bro. If you're trying to trade New York, it's like the only thing I see. This is ass. Like, really bad. You don't want to see price. Like, if this is low day down here, guys, what do we not want to see? A deep retracement. Like, we don't want to see this shit. Really, the continuation should happen around here. Should happen around here, right? They really want it to continue, but yeah, once it starts coming down here, bro, that's no bueno. So that's not something you touch. Um, and we actually came back to resweep this. This is really bad. Um, I mean, this technically right here, just because of the profile itself, the delayed protraction profile, this huge wick right here, you know it cannot expand beyond the current low of day. So you actually form SMT here. I mean, it's not bad to just trade back into like this bearish range. That actually is logical. Um, let's see if there's anything though. Like if there's any type of yeah. So this is like advanced premium discount with the current day's range. So if I show you that with my slides right here, advanced premium discount, current weekly slash daily range. This would be euro. This would be gold, right? Euro is trading back to the current low of day. Gold is staying above EQ of the current day's range. So you see that, or at the EQ. So this is something you can trade potentially. Or I should have said GBP, but let's see if there's any confirmations of that. Like Tuesday to some T. I'm not so sure there is. I did not look at this. I don't think there was, to be honest with you. So maybe like 90 minute. Not really, bro. Not so sure there's anything here for you guys to trade. Oh, this 4-hour candle is also horrible. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing for you to take. Unless, yeah, no. I was going to say maybe a string switch or something. No. There's nothing for you to take. But that idea could make sense. There's just no like confirmation of that at all. So yeah, that's all I had for today and yesterday's trades. Pretty okay week. Like I took some losses, but again, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, like honestly, not bad of a week to be fair. Like pretty decent as always. So yeah, catch you guys later. Y'all have a good weekend.